everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of HeatPressNation Live. Once again, I'm Jared, and very glad to have back my pal Ryan over here.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited, Jared. I'm glad to be here again. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, sometimes we'll keep the theme a secret, but I think it's pretty obvious where we're going with this, right?
Right.
Yeah, so today is our very special Valentine's Day episode. I'm pretty stoked.
I'm really excited for this one, actually.
It's going to be pretty cool. We got to go over some new stuff. So Ryan actually got to try some new stuff out.
Yeah, we did. We were going over it earlier in the day, and I'm really excited for it. We got a little bit used to these. We have a lot of stuff to show you guys.
Very cool. Do me a favor. Where are you guys tuning in from? I'm actually going to load the comments right now. Here, let's get the.
Let's take a look in here.
Let's get these comments up. They are somewhere here. Give us a second. We are. Want to make sure that we are seeing everything that you guys got for us today. Come on.
On Instagram, we got somebody from Texas and Arizona.
Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, by the way, we're live on Instagram as well. So we're here on YouTube. We're here on Instagram. And, yeah, oh, there we go. Okay, so I got the YouTube comments up. A little slow here. The Wi-Fi in the office. I don't know what's going on,
I think that's what it is. We got it up here.
Here, do me a favor. You can check out the YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, you got him. You got him.
We're good now. We're good now.
We see you guys. A big shout out to everybody watching. Scoobdo says he's up the road. Nice. We got Dixie Charm 01 saying East Tennessee. Very, very cool.
Stevie, thank you. From New York City. I appreciate it.
Old faithful sir. Not old, but, faithful. Good to see you, bro.
All right.
Here we go.
Vivian from North Carolina. Hello, Vivian.
Oh, North Carolina, not bad. So we got the East Coast tuning in. Hopefully you guys had good dinners already. Yeah. I know it's a little evening time.
It is, right? We're 3 hours, behind a couple of you, but I hope you guys have a great day today.
Very cool. How you guys doing with your New Year's resolutions? This is the last episode of the month, man, and I feel like it is. How you doing with your resolutions?
Mine started a little late. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Consistent in the last week though, so we're going strong as of 7 days now. So.
Consistency is key, guys. Yeah, I had a New Year's resolution to start going to the gym, so I haven't even started yet. So I guess it's still
just
pending.
wait until all the other ones start leaving, and then you can start yours.
See, because that's how it is. It's just I don't want to be all crowded and everything.
Right.
Just trying to be chill,
Yeah.
How you guys? I don't know. Anybody want to share? What you?
Steven, look at Steven from Washington. Hello, Steven. Thanks for tuning in today.
There we go. We got hello from Dallas, Texas. Big City CBG says just picked up a used 1624. Love it. Oh, 1624. That's gigantic.
It's huge. That's a really big price.
That's like twice as, I don't know how many times as big as this. We got our 9x13 on deck today.
Right.
Going to do some cool stuff with that. But 1624, it's pretty huge.
That is a big press.
Yeah.
I don't know how you picked it up, but that is a big press to put it on the table.
Anyways, before we get going, we do want to give you guys a reminder that we have giveaways every week here on HeatPressNation Live. This week, of course, is no exception. So everybody who tagged a friend in last week's video, in the comments, all your names were entered, and we actually already selected the winner before we came live today.
We did.
Usually we pick it out of a hat, but that gets really, really messy. And we joke around. We say, "Oh, someone will pick that up." It's usually me or one of the other guys here.
Right.
It's just not fun. So, anyways. We have our winner from last week. We're going to be announcing at the end of the broadcast. And then what are we giving away this week?
Jared, should we keep it a secret this time?
You know what? I think we got to keep the people we got to lure them.
I'll let them know. No, this time we're giving away store credit. I think we're doing $30 of store credit.
Nice.
We're going to be picking the winners. So please tune in, stay throughout the whole episode, tag everybody you know, and then we're going to be picking those.
Yes, and exactly just like you said, tag everyone you know, because every person you tag in the comments, every comment with a tag, not every, because you can comment like.
All right.
Every comment with a tag on our Facebook live video. So it's the only way we can track the comments, guys. I'm sorry to all of our YouTube and Instagram followers. You don't have to do this now. You can if you want to, if you're already on Facebook. But just before next week's episode, make sure you go to the Facebook video, tag a friend in the comments, and for every comment with a tag, so you have 3 comments and tags in each.
Right.
That's an entry to win. And so, we're going to be announcing the winner of last week's giveaway at the end of this broadcast. And speaking of Facebook, do yourself a favor. Do us a favor. Do yourself a favor and join our Facebook group. We have so many awesome people in the Facebook group, sharing so many awesome things.
Right,
Honestly,
right.
some of the best heat press work I've ever seen. I've seen it in the group.
Definitely, and don't forget YouTube. YouTube.
Oh,
always.
right, yeah, tell them.
YouTube, you know, we're going to be sublimating some stuff today for you guys, but if you don't see what you wanted to see sublimate on this episode, we probably have it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check out our YouTube page, follow. We post thousands of videos there. So if you don't see something here, you really want to take a look, check out the YouTube. I'm sure it's there.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, dude, I'm ready to dive
I'm ready to
in
go.
today.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
so I'm first on deck. Today we're going to show you guys a couple cool things. As you can see, we have this multi-layered vinyl tote. We have some cool sublimation mugs. We have sublimation heart-shaped. Oh, there it is, heart-shaped.
Perfect for Valentine's
These are
Day.
double-sided keychains. These are
Right.
amazing. And then, of course, we got the pillow sublimation.
Pizza sublimation.
You've stolen a piece of my heart. Get it?
Right.
Really, really cool custom gift. And then, of course, that one's, it's cool. It's a little generic. You could put people's faces on it. These are
Anything.
100% customizable. So really quick, before we drop into the demos, a couple of our top tips. First tip, test press before you sell stuff.
Always test press. Always keep some extras. Me and Jared are going to show you. We even messed up earlier today,
we
so
did.
we're going to be able to show you guys that. You know, it doesn't always come out perfect the first time. Always keep extra test ones around just in case.
Yeah. And then once you finally get your test to come out right, guess what? You now have samples that you could show people. People are going to say, hey, well, how's that going to look?
Right.
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked because, you know, you have these really cool ones and you're going to seem really well prepared. And so the test press, those are really going to help you out. Our second top tip is, oh, yeah, you know, he said it. Do your best to keep extras on hand.
Always.
If you have an order for 10 items and you have 10 blanks, I guarantee you're one short.
It's just bound to happen. It happens to us all the time. We test thousands of things. We still messed up. We messed up today.
And it usually will happen on your very last one.
Right.
You'll put the transfer upside down, and now your mug is like
Exactly.
just worthless. So yeah, keep extras. And then customization really truly is the name of the game as far as making money with sublimation.
Exactly.
You want to be offering people custom stuff because you can get a cool red Valentine's themed mug at Walmart for like $4.
Very cheap.
But check it out. This one, actually, maybe we can show this to overhead if you don't mind. We got homeboy Alex on camera. There we go. Look at this. A custom with their faces on it. This beautiful couple. Happy Valentine's Day 2019. I probably should have picked a more legible font. Let's show
Whoever you are out there.
show it to our Instagram people. Check that out. It's custom. It has their face. They're not going to find a mug with their faces on it at Walmart. I guarantee you that. Happy Valentine's Day. Whatever personal message you guys want to put on there, that's the name of the game.
And touching back on that, Jared, customers always ask me, I'm trying to get into the business. What's the most profitable? Sublimation's definitely up there. As Jared was touching bases on it, it doesn't require that much cost and materials. And because it's custom, I've seen 500%, 1,000% profit margins. Sublimation is definitely something to consider. If you're looking for quick profits quick and you're getting into heat pressing, you can't overlook sublimation. It's the way to go.
Yeah, and if you're already running maybe a t-shirt shop or a sign shop,
Right.
or maybe you're a photographer and you're looking into things you can offer your customers, keep your sublimation press on deck because as you're going to see today, it's super easy to customize stuff. The only part of the process that we're not going to be showing you guys today is the actual print. But we have our printed sublimation transfers. We used our Sawgrass SG400 today to do this. This big print, it printed in like 45 seconds?
It was really, really quick.
Yeah,
I was surprised because I thought it would take a lot bigger, especially with all the colors that we used.
Yeah.
It was quick.
Yeah, it was quick. So you figure it takes you, let's exaggerate and say it takes you 3 minutes to print something. It doesn't.
Right.
3 minutes to print something. This mug is probably one of the longest things. It's going to take 3 minutes to press it. In
quick.
6 minutes, you guys, you have yourself a really nice, amazing product.
It's quick. It's really quick.
Yeah. So, so that's me. That's my cue. I'm going to come around. Today we're going to start off, before I come around, we're going to show you how to do this. Let's switch to the overhead right now.
All right.
Move this out of the way if you don't
Thank
mind.
you.
We're going to show you guys how to do this really awesome sublimation. There it is. Sublimation keychain. And sorry for you Instagrammers, I'm showing our overhead camera what's going on, but you guys can zoom in right now. So it's this really cool keychain, and we like it a lot. It's customizable. It's heart shaped. It's very durable. So like since you're permanently dyeing the surface, like you can scratch it and scuff it, and the colors are going to be really, really durable. So here's how we do it. We're gonna. Oh, you know what, dude? I think I brought everything except for a pair of scissors, but no worries. So check this out.
We always got to compromise.
Yeah.
Let's go in.
Here we go. So, you guys, I really, please don't forget your scissors when we're live. No big deal. Because we're just going to do one side of this anyways. All right. Sorry for the ghetto improv right there. But
It'll
here's what
still
we're gonna
work,
do.
though. It'll still work.
Yeah.
We're going to show you.
So here is our blank. And again, Instagrammers, you guys see it here? Overhead cam's going to see it here. This is our sublimation blank, double-sided, so it means you can do both sides. We're just going to do one today. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to center it on my transfer. Now, you guys in the overhead cam can see is that there's a little bit of extra space on all sides. So I created this transfer with a 1/8 inch bleed. So on every side, I have an extra 1/8 of an inch. And what that does is it allows me to print full edge to edge. And you know what? I might have given myself a little more than an 1/8 of an inch, but that's okay. So now that I have it centered on my image, I want to keep it in place. You don't want anything shifting because if it's hot, the transfer is active. It could lead to some blurring, some ghosting. And that's it for our prep. You just seen me do it right there. I centered my blank on the transfer, and then I taped it in place so that way even if I move it around a little bit, it's going to stay there nice and tight. What I'm going to do next is come around, and we're going to move over to the heat press. And you guys are going to see this in real time. So what you want to do, get some parchment paper. And sorry for being so violent with that. And I'm just going to like fold it in half. So I'm just going to use one piece. So we're going to do this for our thinner items like aluminum ornaments. We print it like this with the ink side down. But since this plastic is a little thicker, we're going to do it like this where the ink is actually going to be touching the heating element. Gonna bring it back over so it's nice and sandwiched inside of our parchment paper. That way if there's any ink, because remember, sublimation ink turns into a gas dye, so if there's any ink that kind of goes out, it's gonna get picked up by the parchment paper and it's not gonna get onto my silicone pad, it's not gonna get onto my heating element. That is why we always sandwich it inside the parchment paper. Now, one thing I didn't do was adjust my pressure, so really quick, you know what, that actually feels like it's gonna be good.
You know, Jared, they always ask me, how do I know which pressure is which? What would you give a feel for medium pressure in your description?
So the paper pressure test is a really great way to check the pressure on here. Now, because this item is so thick, if we do the paper pressure test, on this heat press, it will be a little bit too heavy. Because again, the thicker the item, the more pressure you're gonna get on it.
Right.
So you could do that to get a feel for it, and then once you've felt, kind of developed your feel for how that feels, put something thick inside and then adjust the pressure to where it feels the same. It's definitely a nuanced kind of practice to
doesn't take long to get used to.
It doesn't.
You
it doesn't
showed
at
me
all.
this morning. It was really quick. It's nothing too difficult at all.
I've been doing it for years, so sometimes I feel like, dude, do I only know how to do this because I've been doing it? But we're about to find out. So we got 5 seconds left on the clock. We're at 385 degrees, and I put this puppy in for 55 seconds. Now you notice I'm going to be very careful, nice and smooth.
Why is it so important that you're really like smooth with it, Jared, and you can't just open it fast?
You know, so when we open it fast, sometimes this will like stick to it, and so it opens hard, and things just like get shifted around and thrown around. The reason why that's not good is because the ink on my sheet is going to be very hot, and when it's hot, it's kind of active. So if it shifts on the surface of my transfer, well, then that could potentially cause ghosting
effect,
blurring, or just make it look not great.
I see.
And we don't want that, especially if you have 3 left and you only have three blanks like so.
Okay.
So you don't want to like mess anything up. So we're gonna let it cool for a second. You can fan it, you can blow, whatever it is you want to do. I'm just gonna tear right here from the center, and that way I can show this. I'm gonna show it to the camera. Oh, we're showing it to 3. Okay, sorry, Instagram. Give me a second here. It's very hot, by the way, but look how awesome those colors are. Dude, I feel like the cameras don't really do this justice. I'm going to hop over really quick.
Instagram camera.
Actually, let's get camera 2, because then I can show Instagram and camera 2 at the same time. Where are we? There we are. Sorry.
It is hard to give it justice, but hopefully you can see it.
Yeah, the lights are really bright in here, and so the gloss on it kind of makes it hard to photograph, but I guarantee you guys, this thing looks absolutely amazing. And so in order to do the other side, I'm going to come back around now. So to do the other side, all you would do is just let it cool completely.
Right.
So this is pretty hot. Again, it was in there for about a minute at 385 degrees. So it's pretty hot. So what you do is you let it cool completely, and then just do the exact same thing, but on the other side.
Right.
Very cool. Let's see if we have any questions. If you guys have any questions about anything that we're doing today, do us a favor and drop it in the comments. We got our pal Rod on Instagram, so if you're on Instagram, feel free to chime in.
Rod, do you see any comments in there? Any quick questions that we got going on?
Comment about the Cameo 4 Plus. If you guys want to talk about that, maybe.
Okay, yeah. We're actually gonna cover that a little bit later. But yes, the Cameo 4 Plus. Just to give you a heads up, pre-sale is open now. So if you go over to HeatPressNation.com, you can actually pre-sale it. We'll be shipping those in the latter half of February, so just a couple weeks.
We're really excited for the Cameo 4. I know a lot of you have felt restricted for the 12-inch max media. We're doing it to 15 now. We're really excited about it. You guys can get the wider sheets. It's going to be, I think, a big hit for everybody.
Yeah. So everybody so people are asking how big this press is, what this press is. This is our HPN Craft Pro. This is amazing because as you can see, we have the slide out drawer, which makes putting stuff in there super easy, super safe, or super much safer.
Yeah, I always think it's critical to have the drawer because if you take a look at it, you know, your knuckles, if you don't have the slide-out drawer, are going to be a couple inches away from the heating element. I've burned my hand countless times.
Like, you don't work here unless you burn your hands, right? Yeah.
So I always vouch for it. The slide-out drawer, critical. Slide it out real quick, load the shirt on. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
I always think it's a win for it.
It's backed by our 1-year warranty and our free lifetime tech support. You can actually extend the warranty on these to 2 years, so you can double your warranty.
You can. And the technical support, I can't stress enough. Even if you're outside of warranty, call us in. We'll find a solution for you. We pride ourselves with our customer support and our technical support here at HeatPressNation.
Exactly. Oh, and really quick, everybody's saying it's a 9x12. You guys are like 99% right. It's actually 9x13. So you get just a little bit. You get one extra inch.
I know why. we have a lot of 9x12 swing-aways, so that's probably where it's getting confused. This is a 9x13.
Check it out. What printer you use for that? Oh, so for all of our prints today, we used our Sawgrass SG400.
We did.
Which is an amazing printer. I personally own one. I have one of these bad boys at my house. You don't see it, but right over there is an HPN Signature Series.
In the printer kit, you're
I have one of those as well.
You're gonna get everything you need too. So in case what's coming with the package, you're gonna get the printer, all full 4 full ink cartridges, and 110 sheets of sublimation paper.
I'm seeing a lot of chatter about the new Cameo. It seems like you guys are pretty stoked about the Cameo Plus, man. Trust me, as soon as we get one here, we're gonna give you guys a full rundown. Rob, we got someone on Instagram?
Yeah, we got a couple people. We have a shout out from Mike Garcia.
There we go.
Business Mike, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man.
And we have one of our customers, Kathy Marie Creation, said they have that the Craft Pro and they love it.
Oh,
good,
yes.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
For sure. You know who really loves this is we have one of our friends, Big Brando. He's a big fan of the Craft Pro. We just had another one of our YouTube pals, Stan Banks, came by. He loves the Craft Pro. It's like people who are actually pressing, actually doing stuff, and who are trying to do it or show you how to do it on a budget. Craft Pro is just a top choice for a lot of people.
It's honestly my go-to. I get a lot of calls about this. Ryan, I'm just starting off. What do you recommend? I see the M-Press, I see the Black Series, I see the Craft Pro. I like the Craft Pro. I recommend the Craft Pro, like we're talking about. Slide out drawer, critical. It just makes the job so much easier. It's a great press. And even as you are expanding your business, it will keep up with it. So I definitely recommend the Craft Pro.
Excellent. So it looks like, everyone's good right here. You guys are ready to see how we do one of these puppies?
I think we're ready.
You ready to show me how, Ryan?
Let's do it.
All right, so Ryan's going to come around and bring us to the heat press. Okay. And real quick, oh man, you guys probably can't see it. Can I get camera 3 real quick? So just so you guys want to know why parchment paper. You see that all that ink that came off the transfer onto the paper? This paper just saved it from getting onto my heat press, and that's just a real big, I'll show you guys one more time up here. Like all that ink could have gotten on my heat press, and not just on my heat press, it could have gone on the next thing that I decide to press, such as this pillow.
Even like a pro-grade nonstick sheet, for example, Jared, right?
Yes.
You don't want all that ink spilling over. We recommend parchment in sublimation cases for that exact reason.
So I'm gonna help Ryan. We're actually gonna put one on the base today. Okay. And we're doing some fun stuff.
Okay, let's pull it out here.
And so, full disclosure, we messed up on this. So we printed the test. We messed up on it, and Ryan's gonna tell you how we did that. Yeah.
We'll show you why.
Let me. So what we're gonna do right now, Ryan, you want to tell them why we're about to put some parchment paper inside the pillowcase?
Yeah, so basically me and Jared were trying it earlier. We thought it wouldn't be necessary. And basically what ended up happening was once we did the press, it looked great. We realized that the internal was stuck, so we couldn't actually pull this off. With the first, yeah, it melted in, so it literally, I don't even, how would you describe how it felt, Jared?
Dude, it like we had glued the front and the back together. And like while it was warm, it was peeling, but as it cooled off, I was like, wait, hold on.
It was crazy. I tried to pull it. It felt like when you know the cast dries, how you can't rip it anymore.
Yeah.
It was extremely hard. So in this case, we're going to be doing parchment paper inside of it too, just for that exact reason. We're trying to prevent that, and that was kind of the mess up that we were talking about earlier, is that it was impossible to open back up.
Yeah. So we're just gonna like slip this inside. You want to drop that in?
Absolutely.
It's okay if there's some sticking out.
Okay, let's see if I can put this.
Yeah, so we're gonna put some parchment paper inside. Now that's because these pillowcases are not, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. These are not specifically designed for sublimation. They just happen to work because they're 100% polyester.
Exactly.
So the designers probably didn't anticipate anybody heat pressing it. So there's an inside lining. So this is the outside. This is fine. This doesn't get sticky.
Right.
The inside lining, it turns into like almost a glue. And that makes it just really weird for heat pressing. So that's why we say test press, have extras, because we kind of ruined this. I mean, it works now, but we were pretty scared.
It's all trial and error, right?
Yeah.
So like we said, you're always going to make mess up. I'm glad, we had an extra one, Jared.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to tighten this up here.
Okay.
I'm adjusting the pressure just slightly since this is not as thick as the other one that we did. And let me get
All
you.
right, one more on top of there.
So as you can see, Ryan, he just put it on top, right? Like no adhesives. You could use some, what were you saying we should use?
The Eco Mist?
Yes.
Eco Mist is always a good seller. Say if for mugs, we usually use the heat tape. But Eco Mist on the flat items, Eco Mist is just, I think it's $6.95 on our store.
It's cheap, yeah.
Just do two quick sprays, maybe just one, maybe 12 inches, 15 inches away from the item. It'll prevent any of that shifting that Jared was talking about. It's really critical after that this doesn't get shifted around because we're trying to prevent that ghosting effect. And that's gonna happen because it's so hot that after you lift it up, it's still cooking and all the gases. So slowly but surely the paper will shift if it's not locked in there. So Eco Mist is a perfect way to prevent that ghosting effect.
Sorry, so you see what I just real quick, I just rotated it because I just realized that we're on our small press here, and so we don't want any of this hanging out.
Oh, okay,
so,
thank you for that, Jared.
Now this zipper, we did let the zipper hang off the edge. Now you guys didn't see, right? Oh, maybe you did see him do that. He had it hanging off the front edge, so I'm just gonna continue that, hang it off the back edge.
We don't want to melt the zipper.
Yes.
Especially this one, I think we have like a
yeah,
plastic
it's kind of a
zipper
cheaper
here.
zipper. Like to be honest, we got these for like a couple bucks on Amazon.
Yeah.
So like these are not meant for making pillows, but you totally can. Obviously, duh. So yeah, very cool. Just again, test press your stuff, get your mistakes out of the way, and then you can start selling them.
Okay,
so,
Jared, you want to put parchment on
yeah,
top?
yeah, go ahead.
Let's do that. We will put it this way. Thinking probably a little bit better.
Let's see if we have any questions.
All right, tell me when we're ready to press, Jared.
Oh, you are 385, 55 seconds.
That's
yeah, actually,
correct.
those should be. So those are the exact same settings we use for our keychain. They should work really well for our pillow. So Ryan's gonna slide it back in. And again, we did all that adjusting without getting our hands close to the element.
Not at all, and I
Slide
wouldn't be
outdoor
able to
saves
do
the
it without
Yeah.
it. All right, are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And there we go. So we have like a medium firm
It
brush on
wasn't
there.
too bad at all, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's way lighter than one would think when you're
Yeah.
adjusting it. It's nothing hard to get used to at all.
You don't need a ton of pressure for this stuff. But medium should work okay.
All right.
Let's see. Okay, I'm checking in here. What
gonna
kind
come
of
back
comments
over
do
here
we
with you,
got?
Jared.
Yeah, for sure. There we go. Oh, Steven Salazar has a good question. If you tape the backside that already has the image, would it affect the image removing the tape? You know what? Not if you let it cool down. So it should be okay as long as you let it cool down before peeling. But you'll have to test that out. I guess we could test that later. We have another thing to do. But he's referring to so now I would get this side and put tape on the printed side to tape it down.
Okay.
Let's pull this
I
out.
think we're ready to go here.
I think as long as you let it cool, it should be okay.
All right.
There we go. Came up. There we go. And let's slide it out. And one thing you notice about Ryan, when he pulls it up, he's gonna pull it up and away. You don't want to pull it sideways.
So just real fast.
Yep.
Pull it up here.
And then
just nice. And
ooh. Oh, that
slides
looks
just right off.
great. Let's show this. Here, I'm gonna bring it over here so we can show. It's very hot, by the way. Yeah.
Pull this back.
There we go. And you can clearly see you've stolen a piece of my heart. It's so cute. And you can see we did our other demo. This one has the pillowcase stuffed in it. When you guys buy these pillows, they will like 99% of the time not come with stuffing.
And you can even see where we messed up on this one, Jared, because we were pulling it and then it
oh yeah,
crinkling.
we were yanking it and getting all weird. The corner is still like kind of like melted together, but it's okay. So for this one, oh, you know what? Let's see if it's. Oh, okay, so the parts where that weren't touching the parchment paper, oh, that's good. You can see it's like kind of sticky right there. Mm-hmm. It's nice and warm right now. You know what? Maybe because we were in the warehouse. When we did this in our showroom, which is in the warehouse, and it's very cold in there.
Yeah.
So I'm having to like force out the corners right here.
It wasn't like that at all before, though. We couldn't even
it was
open the thing
not that
all.
easy. The parchment paper definitely saved the day going inside. And dude, that looks rad. Good job, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and so there you guys can see it, how easy it is. We would have showed you the mugs, but honestly, we've done a billion of these.
We went through a lot.
Yeah. Scroll back through our YouTube channel. You can see the Facebook Lives where we've done mugs. On this exact mug press, we've done mugs. We have tutorials, so trust me. You guys are good on mug tutorials, I'm pretty sure. So.
And if you're not, you could always check out the YouTube page. We have hundreds posted there.
There we go.
Take a look.
Yeah, so last thing, I'm going to drop the temp on here because we have one more really awesome surprise for you guys. We're going to show you guys a multi-layered tote bag. So it's really, really awesome. We're going to give this a second to cool down. While we cool down, we're going to talk about a couple really cool things. First, let's get to any questions. If you guys have any questions about anything that we did here live today, you want some clarification, now's the time. I'm going to scroll back up and see if I'm missing any question. Oh, this is a good question. Color Splash is asking, what is the max size for printing on the SG400 for transfers? It's going to be 8.5 by 14.
It will be. So
these transfers that we printed today, where'd it go? Here we go. This was printed on 8.5 by 11 paper. You can get it 8.5 by 14. There we are. 8.5 by 14, which is a little bit longer. There's an expandable bypass tray.
Right, let's talk about that one, because sometimes it gets a little confusing. The bypass tray, it only extends the length of it. So if you're looking at 8.5 is too small, you will have to go to the 800, which does 11 by 17, because the 400 bypass tray, it goes to 8.5, same width, but it goes up to 51 inches long. 800, 11 by 17, but if you get the bypass tray for the 800, it goes up to 13 by 19. 13
by 19. Yeah. 13 by 19 is massive.
It is.
So that's a really big transfer, and that's going to be Sawgrass SG 800, which is totally worth it. Some of you guys may have heard Sawgrass just announced the SG 500 and 1000. So basically, it's upgrades to the existing ones, and those will be out within the next couple months.
I know. We're really excited about that, too, along with the new Cameo that's coming out. A lot of good inventions that are redropping this year.
Very, very cool. We got everybody hanging out here on YouTube. We got anybody on Facebook? Let's see.
I'm taking a look here.
Oh, Joanne Lopez. How do you know what the pressure should be? Sublimation transfers usually require medium pressure.
Medium to firm, depending on what it is. We always recommend, depending on the substrate that you're putting, whether it be a mug, an ornament, the manufacturer's directions, because all of them are a little bit different. A little slight adjustment between the time and the temperature and the pressure. Always check with them first, but traditionally sublimation, medium to firm pressure.
Yeah, we usually go, and firm is usually better for like stuff like mugs, and medium for like cloth and like t-shirts and stuff like that. For sublimation. Very, very good. Excellent questions. Anything else?
We don't have too many in here. We have Regina. So you could do an XXL on an SG400. Great question, Regina. So you can. So customers also call it, like, is this heat press large enough? When you're deciding the heat press and both the sublimation, remember, it only depends on the graphic, not necessarily the size of the t-shirt. So I would measure it out. Measure that triple XL, 4XL t-shirt. See if that graphic would be large enough. If it meets those dimensions we talked about, 8.5 by 14, then it is large enough. It all really depends on the graphic, not necessarily the size of the shirt.
Yeah, and so for example, this is a XXX American Apparel shirt. This is an oversized chest graphic. I want to say it's about 11.5 inches wide. Yeah. Roughly 12 inches high.
Definitely not 19.
Yeah, not 19. Yeah, so 13 would be even wider and like even longer. That'd be a 13 by 19. But because this graphic wouldn't fit on this 13 by 9 press, it would very much fit on a 15 by 15.
Definitely.
And we actually have done a video or a post, I think it's on Instagram, where we did a large shirt, a double X shirt on a smaller press, but you're just limiting the graphic size. Now think about it. This is 8.5 by 11, right?
All right.
So if I put this on my big shirt, that's actually a pretty good size graphic.
And what size shirt was this again?
This is a XXX American Apparel.
Okay.
So it's pretty big. I am not a small man by any means. And so you can see 8.5 by 11, that's actually a pretty good size
I think
to be
so,
putting on a
too.
shirt. 8.5 by 14 would look something like, and this is just kind of like a rough estimate, it would look something like this. So it would definitely cover the width needed for a larger t-shirt, but maybe not as tall.
Right.
So it depends on how your graphic is set up.
Just measure it out. Honestly, when I always talk to customers, we say, I don't think the 8.5 by 14 is going to be large enough. Measure it out first. Jared just shows you. Sometimes it's a lot larger than you think it would be.
Yeah, it really depends on what you're doing. And then the truth is, if I was doing a lot of shirts for myself with Sublimation, I would buy my own SG800 printer, but also we have one here that I can use whenever I want. So
there you go. That's the perks, huh?
Yeah, that's probably why I haven't bought my own SG800 yet. So that's very, very good questions. Any other questions real quick? We got a couple more degrees before that puppy hits 0. Oh, you know what? Now's a great time to announce our winner.
Okay.
So for those of you guys who are just tuning in, or maybe you missed it, we have a giveaway every week. And how do you enter? You tag a friend in the comments below on our Facebook video.
Exactly. Store credits are going on after this episode.
Yes.
Start tagging right now. Tag everybody, even if they don't heat press yet. Let's get the community bigger. Expand it. Start putting them in.
Right, and so our winner today is going to win the prize from last week.
Right.
Last week's prize was a set of, why don't you hand me that pillow right
Soft
there?
Fusion pillows.
Soft Fusion pressing pillows. This is just one. There's a bigger one than this, which I don't have on me.
I think it comes in a 5-pack if I have that.
It's like a four
five-pack. Okay.
There's a big one of these. There's a long sleeve one of these, and then there's a tiny logo one of these.
Right.
4 pressing pillows, you guys. These are absolutely amazing. If you want to see these in action, check out last week's episode of Facebook Live, because we worked the heck out of those. Yeah. So check those out. So today's winner is going to win a pack of Soft Fusion pressing pillows, and our winner is Lisa Faye. Lisa Faye, congratulations. Today we did draw the winners before we came on stage, just because you've seen it. It's a mess when we pour all the names out. It gets crazy, and yeah, they told us to stop doing that.
Yeah.
So we did pick the names off camera today. But Lisa Faye, you are our winner. Congratulations. We'll be reaching out to you very soon. Now, next week's winner, when we pull the name next week, is going to win a $30 store credit.
Exactly.
And so all you have to do is just comment below, and boom, tag a friend in the comment. You have to comment and tag a friend in the comment. Boom.
Store credit. Anything on our website is going to apply to.
It's going to apply to anything at all. Okay. So, very, very cool here, everybody.
Yes, Joanna said, do we tag them here? Start tagging them in the comments?
Yes, start tagging them in our Facebook video.
Right.
Again, for all of our YouTube and Instagram followers, you can tag on the Facebook video. Between now and next week, you guys have like 6 days, basically.
Exactly. It's not just the duration of this video. Keep tagging them.
Yeah, keep tagging them. So with that, I think we're at a good temperature right now. I'm going to come around. We're going to show you guys our last project of the day, which is really, really fun. So I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Rod, who's actually handling our Instagram comments right now as we speak. So check this out. I'm going to show this to the overhead really quick so you guys can see. So he's working on this there we go. Oh.
We got a mess
The table is for sure a mess. Just really amazing. So he has this super sweet graphic, Be My Valentine. Now what he gave me the honors of finishing it. So look at this, though. I'm counting, this one color. The black on here is 2 colors. This pink is 3, 4, 5. White makes 6. And then we have 7 and 8. So this is an 8-layer vinyl transfer. Honestly, sick work, Rod.
I know.
It looks so cool.
I don't know how you did it, Rod. That is a lot of colors.
Lining everything up right there.
We'll put this
So one of the things that you're going to want to do when you're layering, like how Rod has done so wonderfully. Let me get that pillow back.
Yeah, absolutely. It's right here.
Okay. Thank you. And so what you can see is how he took special care to line it up on the bottom so everything looks great. Now, one thing that he did, and it makes lining things up so easy, he printed everything exactly where it should be, so all I have to do is line up the edge of my transfer right here, and it's where it's supposed to be, right? What some people do to save vinyl is they'll nest them, or they'll gang them up together. So they'll cut them all together and then individually place every piece. Now it'll save you vinyl, but it does take more time to line everything up. And then when you have this many layers working together and you want it to look just like the original, what you could do is you can just cut everything and leave it exactly where it's supposed to be. You're wasting all this vinyl, but you're saving so much time and you're ensuring that your final product is going to look exactly the way it's supposed to. Rod, that's where it's supposed to go, right? Yeah. Okay.
And then, Jared, can you repeat the type of vinyl we're using again for this one?
Oh, so this is going to be Caesar Easy Weed Heat Transfer Vinyl.
Works perfect with tote bags.
Dude, killer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the top of my tote bag hang off the edge of the heat press because I don't want to get like a hard line.
Again, notice how much easier it is with that slide-out drawer that you can just push this in front. It's critical.
Exactly. So, I'm going to get this. I'm going to slide it back. And then, actually, we're going to, hold on. Sorry. I want to make sure I do this properly. Okay, cool. So that's where it's supposed to be. We're going to go ahead and slide this on back. Oh, and then because I am using a pillow, I want to loosen this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You see my
Keep in mind how thick the item is in here. We're going to have to compensate for that pressure.
Yeah. Now, the cool thing about Caesar Easy Weed is that if I don't do it right, well, I'll still do it right. So, okay, so it's a little too tight, so I'm just going to hold it here really quick because I already applied the heat. So I'm going to let it at least tack down my vinyl. It should lock it in place, yeah, it should still stay. Yeah, okay, it did. Perfect. There we go. So it tacked down my vinyl. Now, of course, that's not ideal. I'm going to have to loosen my pressure a little bit more.
So yeah, what you're going to notice, even though he had it on there for like 4 seconds, it'll still stick, but we'd recommend that you're going to be doing the full time, so we're going to compensate
for our final press. And then it's going to be holding the heart, and I think it lines up like right. That's where I saw it. Does that look right, Rod? Okay, cool. Double checking because this is his tote bag. He's taking it home afterwards. Okay, so and I want to make sure my yellow elements are still going to get some heat right now when I press it for the full 10 seconds. So I'm going to slide that back. And I didn't adjust my time on the pressure, so I'm just going to have to trust that I know how to count down from 10. So, and then 10 seconds should be enough to secure it for the final one. There we go. Oh. Stood out there. And there we go. Dude, props to Rod because this is really amazing. Check that out. Be My Valentine. The super cool canvas tote with the red handle. Nice touch for Valentine's Day. Multi-layer. What do we count? We counted like 8 layers on there?
I think we did, yeah. And usually I get that question, how many can I do it? If you do it right, look at Rod. He did a perfect job here. 8 different colors going on.
I think, so you see, Joe from Caesar recommends if you're stacking one on top of the other, don't stack more than like 4. So you'll see here, we never really have more than 4 layers on top. It's like the yellow is on top of the fuchsia, on top of the navy, which in a little section might actually be on top of this peachy color. I forget what that's called. So yeah, so we didn't really go past our 4-layer mix right there, but everything honestly is laid perfectly. I mean, technically you can go more.
The coral,
coral, yeah, there we go. Yeah, my bad. And dude, that looks absolutely amazing. So total props to Rod. And that's gonna do it for us here today at HeatPressNation Live. We thank you guys so much for watching us. Really quick, before we let you guys go, the Cameo 4 Plus. It's the 15-inch model, and it's ready for pre-sale right now, bro.
It is pre-sale, shipping out in February.
Yes.
And then just to touch base on this real quick again, Valentine's Day is coming up. You want to make somebody a gift. It's so much better than just going out to buy stuff, and you're probably spending more money buying them another gift. Make it custom. We have all these cups online here, so just give us a call if you have any questions about them. 1-800-215-0894. We'll get you set up for a good Valentine's Day here.
Could not have said it better myself. Don't forget to stop by our Facebook group. It's going to be right here in a second. There it is. Heat.press/FB group. It's a great place to find support, inspiration,
Exactly.
answer to your questions, whatever it is that you're doing with your heat press. And what's the last place they can go for help?
YouTube, always. I cannot stress enough YouTube. If you didn't see what you wanted to see sublimated here today on the video, take a look at our YouTube. I'm sure we have it there. Again, the Facebook, if you know, but YouTube, we have our most videos. You know, we have so many different ones going on for sublimation. Take a look there, subscribe. We constantly upload. I think it's one of the best places that we have for content and knowledge.
Dude, exactly. Get it? Eggs? Exactly? Whatever. Anyways, all right, you guys. That bad jokes means it's time for me to get out of here. So we'll see you guys later. Don't forget to tag a friend in the comments to
Store
enter our
credits
contest.
coming out. Go ahead and tag.
Boom. Adios, guys.
Bye, guys.